The Eel River is the third largest river in California. Historically, it supported the third largest salmon runs in the state. Those runs declined precipitously from the late 1800s through the 1960s or 70s for a bunch of different reasons. We massively overharvested these animals in the late 1800s. We had large-scale timber operations, large-scale landscape alteration, both in the headwaters and in the estuary. We've had impacts from climate change. All those effects kind of suppressed the population from over 1 million salmonids in some years down to 10,000 or some very small number of fish, like less than 5% of their historic population. So today we're starting to this highly suppressed population. Well, this introduced predator, Pikeminnow, was introduced in the 1980s, and we feel like that's they're not responsible for the decline of salmon, but they are an impediment to their recovery. They eat them, they consume them across the main stem, but they also alter their behavior. Our project team has been working to manage Pikeminnow now for over 7 or 8 years. The Wiyot tribe really has led a lot of this work. They started a large Pikeminnow management and suppression program in 2018, both to understand what the population of Pikeminnow is, what their distribution is, what their density in the river is, and also how they're affecting native fish. The Wiyot leadership has been huge, and we joined that team to support them. We have a lot to learn about how to manage Pikeminnow, what the long-term goal is. So we're exploring this in an experimental framework. We're not just killing fish willy-nilly. I mean, we respect Pikeminnow. They're actually amazing animals. It's not their fault they're here. They were introduced here and they're having an impact. And so we're trying to do something about it. The recovery of the Eel River is a long-term effort. It's going to take a lot of different kinds of work across the whole watershed. Pikeminnow are only one part of this problem. We have a lot of other work to do across the watershed. We have to restore the estuary. We have to manage the Eel River dams. We have to think about the long-term legacy effects of timber harvest in the watershed. While we're managing Pikeminnow, we're using a couple different tools to do that. We have a weir that's installed in the South Fork of the Eel River that prevents their upstream migration, allows us to capture and remove a lot of Pikeminnow. We're also using active suppression across the watershed. Our team, including the Wiyot tribe and Stillwater Sciences and UC Berkeley and CDFW. So those are some of the different tools we're using. But there also needs to be a lot of work in the estuary of the Eel River. We know the estuary is essentially the most important place for growing all of our anadromous fish. It's where you have the highest growth potential. Every animal passes through the estuary, and it's been highly modified. There's levees across a lot of the lower estuary. A lot of the rearing habitat has been lost, and there's a lot of restoration that can be done there to improve the resilience and the health of this watershed.